Merton, Southwark, go to Birmingham, go to Stockport, around the country. So I predict...
You'll have it always, basically.
Well, we're going to win in many, many places, you're right. And what's quite exciting for us, party, let me finish this, really, really important. This will be our 8th consecutive year, if we do make net gains, of increasing Lib Dem council.
Why are people so unhappy with you and your party then? 51% of Lib Dem voters think you're doing well, that's all.
Well, listen,
wrong?
They like us winning, and I'm really proud that we keep winning. And by the way, they also like whether it's my leadership on the opposition to Trump, whether it's being the most pro-European party leader, or indeed the way we fight these local elections. So the fact that we actually take local elections on local issues, unlike the other parties who bring national politics into it all the time, they actually like. The fact that we're raising on things like fly tipping, like potholes. We've been criticised by Kemi Badenoch. She said, well, the Liberal Democrats, they're the sorts of people who want to fix your church.
She said that quite a while ago. She was a new leader.
Well, yes, but she still said it, and she was right. People in the community do like us, and we try to fix things. And I'm really proud of that.
I'm surprised that more of your own voters don't like you, according to the polls.
Well, let's see how they vote, because they keep backing us,
and we'll get you back on. I know we will. But look, before I get onto the EU, which I do want to get onto, we are seeing the collapse of the status quo, the collapse of the two-party political system. Your pet subject, proportional representation, no one talks about that anymore, but in this new era of politics, that should be talked about, shouldn't it? Are you still up for it?
Totally. And I think when you see the results on Thursday night, when we will make big gains, I think you will find lots more people talking about electoral reform. Because when you're in a multi-party system, it means first past the post doesn't represent people at all. It's even worse than it has been in the past. And therefore, what I hope we can engender, and maybe you can be part of it here on Sky, is when we see those results unfairly reflecting people's views, the case for electoral reform and PR will be even greater.
You're going to start shouting about that. And I wonder if you're going to start shouting also about rejoining the EU, because your policy at the moment is a 4-stage plan to join the EU. You know, the Greens, who I've said, you know, they're the new Lib Dems, I know you disagree on that.
Totally.
They're talking right now about rejoining the EU. Clear policy. Why can't you be clearer on that?
Well, they clearly haven't talked to people in Europe, because you'll be shocked to know that Europe doesn't trust the UK after what the Conservatives did. They're very worried about what Nigel Farage is saying. So
you're not wanting to rejoin because you don't think they'll let us back?
No, let me finish. If you want to rebuild that trust, you've got to show that you're serious about it. And therefore, you have to take the steps. And I don't apologise for that at all. Everyone knows that eventually we'd like Britain to be at the heart of Europe. We've said that in our last manifesto. It's hardly new. The question is, what is a practical way that will help grow our economy, help cut the cost of living, help make sure our country is safer and defended better? We keep putting forward those ideas.
Yeah, you just don't want to be clearer because you don't want to lose all those Tory votes you were talking about a minute ago.
I couldn't be clearer. I've just said what
but you're very gradual, aren't you?
Well, I don't apologise for that, because that's real politics. So what we have done, to be really clear for your viewers, is we called for a new UK-EU customs union so we can grow our economy and trade better. We called and agreed with the Europeans for a youth mobility scheme, because that will help growth. We're finding ways to promote closer trading relationships between our UK and Europe, because that will grow our economy. And we're also looking at ways we can cooperate on defence. Because with Donald Trump pulling out of supporting Europe, we need to make sure that we're working with our European allies to defend our country.
I've had a go at you for not being bold enough on the EU, but one decision you have made as leader, which has been bolder than some of your predecessors, was over suspending your peer, Lord Reynard, pending a fresh investigation into claims of harassment against him made 13 years ago. Do you still want him out of the Lords?
Listen, I'm going to wait until that investigation is concluded. You're right, there is an investigation. But when there is investigation, it's right that we allow that investigation to take its course. So I can't comment.
When's that investigation going to complete?
You'll be surprised to know it's an independent investigation of me, so I don't know.
Right.
All I know
is... years.
I doubt it will be years. What I would say is that I'll come very happy to come and talk to you once that investigation has been completed.
Right. Just finally, I've asked all the other political leaders about their families, their personal lives, and you know, women in politics have always asked how they cope. You know, you care for your disabled son, John. Your wife, Emily, has multiple sclerosis. Does it ever feel too much, juggling, leading a party, and everything you've got going on at home?
We are carers, and we're fortunate to have support of our family and to manage the caring for my son, working many people aren't, and they don't have the voice. They're exhausted, and we're in privileged positions, both as Emily as a councillor, myself as an MP, to speak up for carers. There's maybe 8 million family carers looking after loved ones, and people haven't spoken up from the past because I have this very privileged brain on the, to have it. I think I need to use that to speak up for people. Well, I think most people sometimes have days when they're tired, but I am strongly motivated for the Liberal Democrat values. I want to empower people, empower carers who don't have a voice, and hold the powerful to account. When they're water companies, whether they're social media giants, that's what liberalism is all about. And I get up there every day wanting to pursue those values, and also to stop people like Nigel Farage and Reform ruining our country, trying to import Trumpian divisive politics and ruin our democracy. We're going to fight that every day.
Well, waiting in the wings, listening to that is longtime Private Eye editor. Have I got news for you, Captain? Welcome to the show. I know you've